Hi guys, so today I'm going to show you how to make a toddler sized beanie, crochet beanie. So I start off by making a magic loop. There we go. And then I chain 11 inches. Okay, so I've ended up doing about 65 stitches to make roughly about 11 inches. Okay, so now that you've got your chains, you need to chain one more, and in this second chain you need to make a single crochet. So single crochet is you just go in the stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over and pull through. So that's a single crochet. So you're going to do a single crochet until you get up to until you have 10 stitches remaining at the end. So I'm going to continue doing my single crochets, and then I'll meet you when there's 10 stitches remaining. Okay, so we've got 10 stitches left. So what you're going to do is you're going to slip stitch 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Yeah, and then you're going to chain 1 and then turn your work round. So you're going to again skip the one that you've just chained and slip stitch in the second stitch. So 1, so you're slip stitching 5 going back, 2, 3. Sorry, I forgot to say, in the second row you'll be stitching in the back loop, not the front loop but the back loop, as so. So there's 4 and 5. Okay, so if it might be useful to put a stitch marker there, just to remind you that you've come to the slip stitches. And in the next stitch, again in the back loop, you're going to single crochet. So that's yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, single crochet. Yeah, so you're going to single crochet all the way down, and then I'll show you the next row. Okay, so we like I said, we're going to be single crocheting all the way up to the stitch marker. If you remember the 5 slip stitches that you did, so single crochet up to the stitch markers, up to your 5 slip stitches. Yeah, so we're now nearly reaching our stitch marker, so I'm just going to do the final single crochets. Yeah, okay, so we've reached our stitch marker. I'm just going to remove it, and we're going to do the slip stitches again from there. So that's your first slip stitch. Pull back your marker so you remember where you left off, and then we've got the second one, third one, fourth and fifth. Okay, so when you've done that, remember you still got the 5 chains that you left from the previous row. So you're going to go in the very next chain here and continue with the slip stitches. So that will be 6, 7, 8, oh dear, 9, and very last one, 10. Yeah. Okay, and don't forget to chain 1 and then turn your work. So the idea with this is that it will give your hat a nice tapered end, so that'll be easier just to cinch in right at the end. It will, which I'll show you once we finished with the main part of the hat. Okay, so now this is the 4th row, isn't it? This is the 4th row, yeah?
I think so.
This is row number 4, so you've chained 1. So it gets a little bit tricky to see, so if you can just, so this is our 2nd chain, so slip stitch in here, it gets quite tricky. So 1, oops, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we're going to continue until we get to the stitch marker. So that's 5, and then we got 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, where our stitch marker is. Okay, just going to take our stitch marker off and replace it so we can see for the next row. Okay, so here we're just going to single crochet again down to the end of the row. So it might be useful for, remember I cast on 65 stitches at the end, so it might be useful, especially if you're a beginner, to count your stitches every now and again, just to make sure that you haven't added on any or missed any stitches, otherwise your work begins to look a little bit wonky. Yeah, so just count your stitches as you go along, just to make sure that you've got enough, you've got the right amount of stitches that you initially casted on. Okay, so we'll continue doing this single crochet all the way down to the edge. So the main pattern of the hat is just those 4 rows, so you need to repeat the 4 rows where you single crochet up to the stitch marker, slip stitch 5, and then return, and then on your 3rd row, that's when you crochet all the way to the top, remembering to slip stitch. So it's just a repeat of the last rows that we did. Okay, so I am going to work on the hat until it reaches about 15-16 inches. Ready? Okay, all right, so I'm on my very last row, so I'm just single crocheting all the way down to the end of my row, as you can yeah. Timo. Alright, so this is the finished hat. As you can see, it's got a nice tapered end, so this is going to be the top of the hat, and this will be the bottom of the hat. So all in all, I crocheted it until it measured nearly about 18 inches. Yep, so this will be like toddler size, age 3 to 5. Yeah. Okay, so we've reached the end of our row. Okay, so you're going to determine which is the inside and which is the outside. So this is going to the inside of my hat, so I'm just going to fold it in half like this. And so we're just going to, as you can see, put our hook here in the first stitch, and we're going to pull that through to the other side. Okay, so we're just going to use our crochet hook to join the two sides together. So how you do that is just very simple. You will sort of using a slip stitch, go in the next stitch, crochet in one of the loop, the nearest loop to you, and pull through, slip stitch, go into the next stitch on this side, and in one of the loops closest to you, slip stitch through all three. I'll just do one more time. So next stitch, and then in the other side, go through the loop nearest to you and pull through, slip stitch all three. So okay, so this is how you will join the two sides together. So do that until you reach right at the top, then I'll show you what to do next. All right, so we're coming nearly to the end of our row where we joining together. So doing the last stitch now. So in the last stitch as well. There we go. So we've done. So I'm just gonna cut my wool, but give it about a good 10 to 15 inches. Yeah. Cut the wool. And then we're going to just cast off. So casting off is just pulling the wool all the way through and then tightening. Okay, so now that you can see that your sides are all connected, so this is on the wrong side. So if we open it on the right side, you can hardly see where the join is, which is you know, it's nice and neat. Okay, all right, so here we go, we're on the wrong side again. So we're going to take our yarn, what you yarning needle.
Daring needle.
Yeah, the yarning needle. And do you want to be involved in the video? Say, by the way, that's more daughter in the background. Okay. All right, so we've taken our yarning needle, and all we're going to do is we're just gonna taking the very top of the stitches on each row. Just gonna go in and out of each row. Wait, let me do this. Okay, so you're just gonna go in and out of each row. Doing the first stitch. Oops. Okay. And we're just gonna go all the way around. Okay, so I have gone round all around with my yarn needle. So what I'm going to do now is, being very careful, I'm just going to pull through that yarn I've just sewn. So pull it as tight as you can, but be mindful that it doesn't, oh wait, what's happening here? All right, let me do it again. I didn't quite go all the way. Okay, so I've gone round now. I'm just going to pull the yarn put it closed. Yeah, pull it as tight as you can, but be very careful that you don't break the yarn. Okay, so now that it's It's pulled in as much as I can. Oops. Oh, what have I done now? Okay, so I'm just going to secure the yarn. Just secure it down so it doesn't come out undone again. I'll make just another stitch just to make sure it's nice and secure. And there we go. I'm going to leave this yarn there because I'm going to attach a pom pom. Okay, this piece of thread we can just weave it in using our yarn needle. Just weave it in. Cut off. Oops. Okay. All right, so we turn our hat inside on the right side, and there we have it. Our toddler sized beanie. There we go. So I'm just gonna add the pom pom and a little label here, and then our hat is done. All right, guys, so we finished our little hat. I put on a pom pom and just a little label. Yeah, so nice and easy, quick little hat to make. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, comment, and if you're new to my channel, please subscribe to my channel because I'll be uploading more and more content, all for knitting, crocheting, or sewing. So looking forward to seeing you guys again soon. Take care. Bye.